We recently had like a ton of news about the game and what is planned for it during Bandai Card Game Fest, and one of those information is actually something that I was telling you guys about this past week. Let's talk about that. Hello everyone and welcome to Anything Geek. My name is Zero and today we're gonna talk about the product roadmap for the One Piece card game. Because you see, not long ago I made a video predicting all the release dates for every product. And since then we've had all the information from the Bandai Card Game Fest, and we also had this specific image. Don't worry, I'm not gonna zoom in on it. And so this image shows the product roadmap for the game for the foreseeable future, meaning up until the next block. And we got a couple of important key dates in that graph. You can see obviously we're around March, so that's the release of OP06. And if you want to know how the pre-release of OP06 is going, I suggest checking out the video recommended in the cards. And we can see that there's the starter deck 12 and 13 that are also already planned for March and April. May is gonna be all about EB01, the first extra boosters that we are gonna have for the game. And we of course already know that in June we're gonna have OP07 as well. Now, those dates were already confirmed when I made my video, so those of course were not subject to any interpretation. We know about them, they're already fixed, so we know those are coming at those time of the year. The rest was theoretical. So if we look at August, when I was showing you my own personal data that I've collected, I was telling you that in August we've had the starter deck 8 and 9, Monkey D. Luffy and Yamato in August, and so that it was probable that we're gonna get at least one deck during August, and well, starter deck 14 has been confirmed in August. Now, OP08 is a set that we don't really have that much information right now. We know that it's gonna be centered around Drum Island with character like Dr. Clea, and we know we're gonna have a leader Tony Chopper, which is gonna be red and black. We know Marco is gonna be a leader, it's gonna be red and blue. The former leader King from OP01 will be having a makeover being purple and black. So we know some information about it, but that's just about it. We don't really know the design or whatever about the set, but we know now that it's coming out in September. And if you remember, I told you guys that September was the original date of the super pre-release, and during block 1 we've got OP04 during September. And I was telling you history is gonna repeat itself, so obviously we're gonna have a set in September, and that's gonna be OP08. It is now confirmed through this image, and obviously I don't see them changing that anytime soon, because once you have a plan and it works, you can just stick to it. Now, what's interesting is that during the first block, for the period of October and November, we've had all the products, all the sides product, the Christmas gift things, like you would have the gift collection, the devil fruit collection, stuff like that. And here you can see that in bundles we see nothing for October, and it's actually planned for November. So we're gonna have a devil fruit collection number 2 in November, but before that we're gonna have a starter deck in October, which was originally the slot for the Ultra Deck 10, because it was like end of October, start of November, but it's actually planned for October, even if it's that time frame. And that's exactly what I was telling you guys in my video. Starter decks, we're probably gonna have an Ultra deck around November, meaning that we would have 2 Ultra decks, and I was kind of wrong on that. Because even though the time frame was right and we would get starter decks in November, we know now that what they are playing for starter deck 15 through 20 is actually to release them all at the same time, and I believe this is the time frame we're looking at. So October is going to be the release of starter deck 15 through 20, and if you don't know about those decks, I also made a video about them, so make sure to check it out to have more details. But they're basically going to be new starter decks with new cards, but the leaders are going to be reprints of previous leader that we've had during the past sets. So again, if you want more detail, go check the original video, because there's actually a ton of new information that was given out, so That's all in that video. And for November, they're actually doing something new with the release plan, is that it's going to be the time frame for EBO2. And now the thing is, we know that there's a reprint set coming, meaning a booster set that is dedicating to reprinting cards that were originally printed in previous sets. And so now we're left wondering, is this EBO2 or not? Because that set, which is called One Piece The Best, like I said in my original video when I broke the news to you guys, I was saying we don't know if this is gonna be EBO2 or if each cards will still gonna have the reference from their original sets. So we're gonna have to see about that. Maybe this is just gonna be like reference as EBO2, but the cards are gonna have their original reference. We're gonna have to see about that. And of course, at the end of the year, December, it's gonna be the anniversary of the game. And there is no reason for the anniversary to move, because they're making this such big events with such beautiful sets and so many incentive to buy the game at that time. I don't see them moving the anniversary anytime soon, because that wouldn't be the anniversary anymore. So we know for sure that OP09 is coming out on December 2024. And so I updated my own roadmap, my own data that I'm gathering for this game to predict all the release date. I have updated with this format. So we're starting at the start of the block, meaning December here at the top, and we go one column equal one block. And so you have a summary of everything that we just discussed over here. You got all the releases from block 1 and when they happened, all the releases from block 2 and when they happen, and we're gonna have the block 3 of the game right in the last column. And I will keep this up to date as much as I can. All those with an interrogation mark, we are not sure, but we can bet that it's gonna be at those time frame. But for the rest, this is everything that's gonna come out this year, so make sure to pre-order everything in a timely manner. I mean, it's not like you can get your stock cut off if you pre-order too much in advance, right? But in the meantime, if this video has been at the very least entertaining to you, please leave a like. Make sure to share it with all your friends that are interested into the game so they can also pre-order their products on time. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to never miss anything geek. Bye guys.